Hello everyone, today we're gonna go over Glory of the Orgrimmar Raider. This achievement rewards the mount Range of the Galacrest. This is the mount you see me riding on in the video. So in this meta achievements there are 3 achievements that are in fact not soloable as of patch 8.2. You need 5 people for 2 of them and 2 for 1 of them. But besides that, the rest of them are totally soloable and fairly easy to do, I would say. Besides that, please enjoy the video. The first achievement we're gonna go over is No More Tears. Defeat Immersius after killing 10 Tears of the Veil in Siege of Orgrimmar on heroic difficulty or higher. So in order to do this achievement, you need to be a druid or a shaman. I'm not sure about shaman, but I think they can do with Earthgrab Totem. So what you need to do for this achievement is you need to pull the boss and kill him instantly. Just kill him right as you pull him. After that he'll split up and he'll spawn these puddles. There are 2 different ones. They're the ones you can heal and they're the ones you can damage. You need to root the ones you can damage with Mass Entanglement. That's a talent you have as a druid, I believe. Or Earthgrab Totem if you're a shaman. And you basically need to keep them rooted for around 1 minute. And after 1 minute the boss will emerge from the middle of the room, like where you kill them. And after that the blobs will turn into these different type of mobs. Like it's a noticeable difference. Like they're not puddles anymore basically. After they've transformed you can just go ahead and kill them. And after you killed them you have to kill the boss and repeat the process again. You need to repeat it until you've killed the 10 Tears of the Veil, which the mobs are called. Once you killed all 10, you can kill the boss and then kill all the blobs around the boss that spawn and heal them as well. And eventually you'll kill the boss and get the achievement. The next achievement is Go Long. Transfer the Mark of Anguish to at least 5 unique players over a total of 200 yards or more during a single Desperate Measure phase, and then defeat the Fallen Protector in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So for this achievement you actually need to be 5 players, because the achievement states that you have to shift the mark to 5 unique players, so yeah, it's kind of a given. But yeah, in order to complete this achievement as 5 players, what you basically need to do is get He's Soft Food down to 66%. After that he'll spawn an ad that basically roots you and then targets you, like it'll run towards you and start hitting you. You'll get this extra action button where you can press it and target another player, and then you'll transfer the mark over to him. So basically what you need to do is make the other player you're gonna transfer the mark over to go as far away from you as possible while you can still transfer the mark. So you basically want to transfer to him at max range. After that, he'll transfer to another player who's also standing at max range, and you'll do this continuously with 5 players. Now, the achievement doesn't state the amount of time you're allowed to use, so take your sweet time with finding out where the max range is and then go for transfer. The next achievement is None Shall Pass. Defeat the Amalgam of Corruption without allowing any unleashed corruption to fuse with it in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So what you want to do here is basically go up to Nourishan, talk to him, wait a bit for the RP, and then the boss will spawn. Once the boss spawns, you just want to one-shot him before he can do anything. The next achievement is Swallow Your Pride. Defeat the Shah of Pride in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher after no player has gained the pride from manifestation of pride while Nourishan is alive. So after you kill the Amalgam Corruption, you want to move into the next room and kill all the Shah that's in the room. After that the boss will spawn, and after the boss spawn you just want to go over and hit him until he dies. Next achievement is the Immortal Vanguard. Defeat Galacrest without having a single friendly NPC perish in the Battle of Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So after defeating the Shah of Pride you want to take the portal to the boat. After you get on the boat, you want to talk to Jaina, which will then open a boat to the beach. Take the boat and start going to the right, I think it is, and destroy all the cannons. Like there are 8 in total, I think. Might be 7. After destroying all the cannons, Varian and Jaina will arrive on the shore. What you want to do is talk to Varian, which will then start the boss fight. As long as you're doing this on normal, you can just stay down on the ground and wait for the NPCs to spawn. After the NPCs spawn, you just want to kill them immediately. You want to keep doing this until the progress bar up in the top has reached 1000. Once the progress bar has reached 1000, 3 ads will spawn down at the bottom and the tower will have opened up. I think it's the tower to the left that's open up. What you want to do is kill the 3 NPCs and go up the tower and kill any NPCs you see on the way. Once you reach the top, you want to kill the big boss in the tower and all the small archers that are shooting. make sure you don't hit any of the Protodrakes with any of your AoE spells. If you hit the Protodrakes, I don't know why, but for some reason it takes them around 5 to 10 minutes to despawn, so you don't want to do that, because it'll basically screw up your aim with the cannon. But anyways, once you killed all the NPCs in the tower, you want to go into the cannon and try and shoot down Galacrass. Galacrass is the red Protodrake you see, and basically if any of the Protodrakes get in the way of you shooting him, you can just shoot them with the cannon, but make sure you do it with the cannon and not your spells. So once you've hit him once, you'll see that he gets stunned. After that you want to keep shooting him repeatedly, like just keep shooting him until eventually it'll throw you out of the cannon. Once you're thrown out of the cannon, you want to go down to the ground and kill any of the NPCs down there. I think there's a Demolisher and maybe some Protodrakes. After a while, Galacrass will come down to the ground, which then enables you to kill him. So yeah, do that. The next achievement is Fire in the Hole! Stomp on 6 superheated crawler mines and then defeat the Iron Juggernaut in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. This achievement is trackable, so I would highly recommend that you track it just so you know if you did it or not. So what you need to do here is basically pull the boss and wait for him to enter the intermission phase. He enters the intermission phase when his energy bar goes up to full. After he has entered the intermission phase, you wanna just stand still and wait for 3 bombs to come near you. Once the 3 bombs have, like they're crawling mines, once they've come near you and dug into the ground, you'll be targeted by a laser. Note that this only happens in the intermission phase and not during the actual up to the intermission phase part. Once the laser has fixated you, you wanna run the laser over the mines, which will then supercharge them. This will then mark them as superheated crawler mines. Once they're superheated, you can just stomp on them and it'll like throw you up into the air, and you can like stomp on the next one before you actually hit the ground, so that way you'll avoid fall damage. What you want to do is basically stomp on all of them. You should be able to do this in 1 intermission phase if you're fast enough. However, you can just do it in 2 if you really need to, but he spawns 6 in each intermission phase, so yeah, it adds up. But once the achievement has marked as white, you can just kill the boss and get your achievement. The next achievement is Rescue Raiders. Rescue a set of caged prisoners, a group of unwilling combatant patients, and G Firepaw before defeating the Krokron Dark Shaman in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So what you want to do here is basically before the fight, you want to kill some specific trash. So the first thing you want to do is kill the big overseer who is right behind G Firepaw and the trash that you'll pull along with it. After that, you can see some orcs right behind him with an overseer that's lording over them. You can see that these orcs are in fact hostile. You want to make sure you don't kill any of these orcs. In other words, you want to kill the overseer that's like walking right in front of them with a single target spell. After that, they'll become friendly and run out of Orgrimmar. After that, you want to make your way into the bank where you'll find the treasure master. You want to kill the treasure master and get his key. After you got his key, you want to go out and open the cage to the friendly NPCs of your faction. So that would be the troll if you're a horde, or the shamans if you're alliance. After that, you want to make your way into the tavern. Here you want to kill every single Corker and Grunt. That's what they're specifically called. You only need to kill the ones that are actually hostile. You don't need to kill the ones that aren't. So after you've killed those, you can make your way into the boss room of the Corker and Dark Shaman, and you can just go in there and kill this boss, and then you'll get the achievement. The next achievement is Gamon will save us! Defeat General Nazgûl while Gamon is alive and participating in the fight in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So after you kill the Dark Shamans, you want to make your way to the next boss. On the way, you'll see these Demolishers that will start to shoot at you. What you need to do is basically kill all the Demolishers and the Orc that's leading them. After that, you want to free Gamon. After you free Gamon, you want to make your way down the cave. You want to kill everything you see on the way down, so all the Dark Shamans have to die. After you got over there, you want to kill the big demon as well at the end, and any other NPCs you can find basically. After you killed every single NPC in the cave, you want to make your way down to the Rage Fire Chasm, I think it's called. In there, you want to kill all the trash you see in there as well, basically, up to the boss. Once you made it to the boss, and you're in front of all the grunts, you want to wait for Gamon to also get there. Now, if you're paranoid like me, you can go back and basically escort Gamon the entire way, so he doesn't like get in combat with anything or anything. But basically, once Gamon reaches Nazgûl, he'll basically stand there and look at him until you pull the boss. Once you pull the boss, the first thing he'll do is charge Nazgûl. If you see him charging Ashgrim, that means that he's engaged in the fight, which means you can just go ahead and one-shot the boss, which will give you the achievement. The next achievement is Unlimited Potential. Transform a corrupted skull splitter into a corrupted amalgam and then defeat Malkorok in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So, before you take the stairs up to the boss, you'll find this ad called Corrupted Skull Splitter and a few other ads that's chaining that ad up. What you want to do is kill all the ads around it, and then you want to taunt the Corrupted Skull Splitter and make your way over to the boss. Once you're at the boss, you want to pull him and wait. Eventually, at some point, he's going to do like a frontal cone. He's going to jump to the middle and do a frontal cone in one direction. What you want to do is basically see where he's facing, stand on top of where he's basically doing the ability and wait. Once he's done with the cast, nothing will happen. You'll just see the frontal cone. However, what we're waiting for is for him to cast Breath of Yasharaj. Basically, when you cast the Breath of Yasharaj, the ad will transform into the Corrupted Amalgam as long as you're standing in one of the spots where he did the frontal cone. So basically, look where he's doing the frontal cone and stand at that spot and just wait. Eventually, at some point, the breath will come, it'll transform, and after it's transformed, you can just kill it and then kill Malkorok. The next achievement is Criss Cross. Complete the Spoils of Pandaria encounter in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher without any raid members defeating both a Mantid and a Mogu enemy. So in order to do this achievement, you need to be 2 players. One that only defeats the Mantid in the fight and one that only defeats the Mogu enemies in the fight. So once you pull the boss or start the encounter, 2 of the barriers will go down. You need each player to jump down 1 each. And what they want to do after is basically break all the boxes like you see me doing in the video and kill every single enemy down there. Eventually you'll get the energy bar up to 100. The energy bar, you can see that like right in the middle of your screen. And once it gets to 100, the lever will be pressable. Once one of the player has pressed the lever, you want to make your way up the chain that you can find to the left. Once you've gone up the chain, you want to move over to the barrier that's straight in front of you. Basically, if you're the first player that goes up, like if you're the first one to be done, you'll see that the barricade is still up. But once both players have pressed the lever, the barricade will lower down and you can go down. But yeah, just wait for your partner to be done, and once he's done and gone up, you can just move into that room that's straight in front of you. Once you're down there, you want to do the exact same thing, and you can check if it's actually the right room by seeing if the enemies you're killing is the exact same that you killed before. But in any case, once you're done with the energy bar in that room, basically by killing and opening all the boxes, you want to press the lever, and once your partner has done the same, you should both get the achievement. The next achievement is Giant Dinosaur vs Mega Snail. Open the Tri-Slot cage during the bloodthirsty encounter in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher, and then allow its inhabitant to feast upon the fox corpse once you've defeated the encounter. So, in order to complete this achievement, you need to be 5 people in the raid. This is because you need to actually push him into the intermission phase in order to complete this achievement. So, let's go over this achievement. What you need to do is unequip all your gear. If you're 120, you don't need to do this if you're 110. But if you're 120, you want to take off all your gear. After that, you want to pull the boss and get down to 50% health. Once you're at 50% health, you'll get a debuff called Blood Scent, I think it's called. And once 5 party members in the group have this debuff, the boss will transition into the intermission phase. Hence the reason why I need 5 people in the raid, because then you can get into the intermission phase by getting everyone to 50%. Once you're in the intermission phase, the boss will start to fixate one player. The one player who's fixated needs to run away from Fuck, because if Fuck catches up to him, he'll get eaten. And all the other players in the raid need to make sure that they don't get in the way of the boss, because if they do, they'll also die instantly. Another thing that will appear is a guard that will start to charge from the entrance where you came from. What you need to do is basically kill this guy, and one of your melee auto tank will then get a key. Once you get the key, you want to open up the cage for the snail. You can see it in the video where the snail cage is. After you've opened up the snail cage once, another ad will appear. Basically, you need to kill this ad as well. Once you kill this ad, you'll get another key. You want to try and open up the snail cage again with that one. After that, a third ad will arrive, and you want to kill it, just like the last 2, and get your key and try and open up the cage again. On the third try, the cage should open, and once the cage is open, you'll see this big snail who will run towards Fuck. Now, if you get in the way of the snail, he'll one-shot you, but basically he'll start charging towards Fuck. So what you need to do is basically kite Fuck into the snail, and once you've done that, the snail will instantly eat fuck and kill him instantly, which will then give you the achievement. The next achievement is lasers and magnets and drills! Exclamation mark, oh my, exclamation mark. Defeat Siege Master Blackfuse without destroying each of the following equipment in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So what you want to do here is basically go up to the boss and kill him instantly. The next achievement is Now We Are the Paragon. Defeat the Paragons after assuming the mantle of 3 different Paragons in the Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So what you need to do here is basically pull the boss by pressing the amber in the middle. After that the bosses will come down. So basically what you want to do is one-shot one of the bosses, and then there should be an ability. You should be able to right-click them, and after right-clicking them you'll get one of the mantles basically. After you have a mantle you can just finish off the bosses by killing them one after another. I think there are like 9 in total. After you kill all of them, you'll be 1/3 of the way through this achievement. You can in fact complete this achievement in 1 week by changing the difficulty. And since there are 3 different difficulty, normal, heroic and mythic, you can do this in 1 week. Just make sure that when you're taking up a mantle, you press another mantle each time. So make sure you don't press the same one as you did in the last difficulty. The next and final achievement is Strike! Exclamation mark. Kill 18 core-grown Warbringers with a single iron star and then defeat Garrosh in Siege of Orgrimmar on normal difficulty or higher. So there are actually 2 ways to do this achievement. There's the fast way and then there's the lazy way. Today we'll be going over the lazy way that I invented myself. At least I couldn't find anyone out there who had a guide on this way. So what you want to do is basically pull Garrosh and then move him to the spot where I'm standing right now. And then whenever an Orc Inventor spawns, you just want to one-shot them with any range ability. You have Heroic Throw as Warrior, Foglave as a Demon Hunter. I mean, I'm pretty sure every single class has something. And basically keep doing this until you have 24 Warbringers. Now, Core-grown Warbringers spawn 6 at a time. So basically you have to wait for 5 waves to appear. Another ad that will spawn is the Core-grown War Shaman. You need to make sure that you kill this ad as well. Else they'll heal the Warbringers, which will ruin our little plan. So once you made sure there are 24 Warbringers, you killed all the Core-grown Shamans, you want to stand still and let the Orc Inventor get his Iron Star off. This will then strike all the core-grown Warbringers and take them down to about 60% health, I would say. Depending on how many stacks of the War Chief buff they have. Like some of them go down to 40, some of them go down to 60. After that, a wave of the next 6 will come. Basically stand at the exact same spot, make sure you kill the new Shaman that'll come, and basically let the Iron Star hit them again. Now after the second hit, they should still be alive, probably on 30 to 40% health, and yeah, you just want to wait for the next Iron Star to come and let it hit them. You want to keep repeating this until you get the achievement. This achievement is trackable, so it'll light up white if you're tracking it once you're done with the achievement. And once the achievement has lit light, you can just go ahead and kill Garrosh and get through all of his faces, as you see me do in the video. So this is the video. Congrats to anyone who got the mount. Now I realize that most of the meta achievements are in fact not soloable, and therefore I want to end this video off with a question. Do you guys want me to schedule a group for the meta achievement like each week after I've done it? I just want to see if there's any interest in it, so I've added a comment in the comment section, so please like it if you are interested, and if it gets over 10 likes I'll figure something out.